concerned at reports of alleged tampering of the voters' verdict. The safety and security of EVMs which are in the custody of the Election Commission is the responsibility of the Commission. There can be no room for speculation that the challenge the very basis of our democracy. People's mandate is sacrosanct and it has to be above any iota of reasonable doubt. A firm believer in our institutions, it is in my considered opinion that the workmen who decide how the institutional tools perform, the onus of ensuring institutional integrity in this case lies with the Election Commission, and unfortunately I just can't read any more of that statement. But if we have Arvind up, we can get the background as to why the former president chose this moment to speak out about this issue. Arvind, we know yesterday that speaking at the launch of a book launch yesterday, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, the former president, actually had made one statement on this. This of course comes on the backdrop of all these allegations being raised from states like UP and Bihar and Haryana about the misuse of EVMs. I want to reiterate here that these are not EVMs that were used in this election. These are reserve EVMs. But why? What is the background and the timing behind the former president deciding to speak out on this issue right now?
Sarah, we have two statements, one by former President Pranab Mukherjee, who speaks about that he is concerned with the reports of alleged EVM tampering that has been reported in several media. So he has issued a detailed statement regarding this, and like you read that he has said that I am concerned at reports of alleged tampering of voters' verdict. The safety and security of EVMs which are in the custody of ECI, Election Commission of India, is the responsibility of the Commission. He also goes on to say, a firm believer in our institution, it is my considered opinion that it is the workman who decide how the institutional tools perform. He also goes on to say the onus of ensuring institutional integrity in this case lies with the Election Commission of India. They must do so and put all speculations at rest. So this is a very strong statement from the former President Pranab Mukherjee. In fact, we have also received a statement from the Election Commission of India just now, where they have said that all the EVMs that have been used in the polls, in the Lok Sabha polls, have been stored safely, and they have also said if at all any reports that they receive regarding the mishandling of reserved EVMs which were not used but which were kept as reserved EVMs during the polls, they would take strong actions against the erring officials. So two very important statements from one from former president and one from the Election Commission itself. So a very important significant development that has happened as of now after the entire reports that several EVMs have been mishandled in several places, including UP, including Bihar also. Sarah?
I've mentioned it in my, we'll play the bite. Like I was mentioning, that's the first statement we heard from the former president was at a book launch yesterday, where he also seemed to have made an oblique reference to the election commissioners. Listen in.
If we want to strengthen the institution, we shall have to keep in mind that institutions itself are serving well in this country, and if democracy has succeeded, it has succeeded largely due to the perfect conduct of the elections by the election commissioner, starting from Sukumar Sen in 1952 to the present election commissioners. Election commissions and his colleagues have been vested with the power of superintendence, direction and control. I would make this is my last point, and with that I will conclude that our institutions are fine. And these institutions we have built up over the years. And I do believe only a bad workman quarrel with his tools. A good workman knows how to utilize these tools.
So, Arvind, there you had it yesterday speaking at a book launch. The former president seemed to be making an oblique reference to individuals in the EC, but standing by the institution itself, saying that the institution is fine, it's only a workman that blames his tools.
Sarah, like you said that yesterday in a book launch, former President Pranab Mukherjee has defended the institutions. He also went on to say that all the institutions in this country are working fine. He also said that the development of this country has been witnessed only with the good working of all the institutions. So today he has come up with a statement. In fact, it is not a contrary statement what he has issued today. Even today he has said that he believes the institutions, but he also goes on to say that the good working of an institution relies on the workman. That's what his statement is actually detailing about. He is saying that the workman should make sure that all the institutions are working fine, and he also expressed his concern regarding the allegations regarding the reports of EVM tampering. He also goes on to say that it is the responsibility of the Election Commission of India to make sure that they put all these speculations to rest and to give confidence to the people, to the electors, that they are having an immense faith on this particular institution when they go out and cast their vote. So he has come out and he has said that he is concerned with the reports of EVM tampering, but he also goes on to say that it is a responsibility of the Election Commission of India to make sure all these speculations are put on rest. So with the same time, Election Commission of India has also issued a statement. They are saying that all the EVMs that have been used in the election, this election has been stored safely with the protection, with the security of Central Armed Forces. And they have also said if at all there is any issues, any mishandling of reserved EVMs, they would take strong actions against the disciplinary actions against the ring officials. Sarah.